Hi everyone, greetings from Shiksha Online, and I'm Abhilasha Sharma. So today's topic will be SEO tips and techniques. So the overview of the topic is that we will have a brief discussion about the audience and industry, keyword research, user intent, technical aspects, and also analytics and reporting. So also let us welcome our speaker for today. Mr. Kunal Rajput, he is a SEO specialist at InfoEdge, and today he will also be sharing some of his personal insights about the latest tips and techniques so that you can rank higher by using SEO and some secrets to shine out of the crowd in the world of digital marketing. So, moving forward, uh, I would like Kunal to introduce himself to the
Uh,
attendees.
Hi, thank you so much, Abhilasha, for this honor. It's such a honor. And hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Kunal Rajput, and I am a SEO specialist at InfoEdge. And to be very precise, I am an SEO specialist at 99acres.com. So, do you have any idea what SEO is? Any guesses? And how familiar are you with SEO?
Yeah, so you can drop your answers in the chat
That
so
okay.
that,
I can see.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I guess they are not familiar. Like no one has said anything, or like anyone is starting. So
I think someone raised a hand.
I guess that Dr. Santoshi has this.
Yeah, yeah. You can write your answer and you can like
Okay. So
communicate in the webinar chat. You can type anything there so that we are able to see and respond. Okay, so let's continue.
let's continue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what SEO is, in the very layman terms, is basically what you have to do something on your website to make your website rank at the first position. Not if not at first, but to rank up at a better position. To she's saying search engine optimization. Okay, that's the full form of the SEO, right? What SEO is to rank your website at the first page of the search engines, and the search engine which 80% of the users are using is Google or Google. So what we do in SEO is, let me screen share it so that I can give you a brief.
So Kunal has prepared a presentation for
Uh,
you all. He will be screen sharing it so that you can have a better learning experience.
is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
So first we have to identify who our audience is. For example, in 99 acres, like we have to identify who our audience is, what our industry is. So our industry is real estate, and we have to identify like who will be buying or who will be seeing our properties. For example, and how we have to identify it, like we have three metrics so that we can identify it. For at first it could be like demographics. For example, if we look at the data, so at age of 0 to 18, like there would be no benefit of targeting them, so we can identify or like, so 0 to 18 or like 0 to 20 or like 0 to 25. But nowadays, like people are very young and very sharp, they tend to buy property or to take a look at it. So the first angle is demographics, so that we can see are people like who will be interested in buying or like looking at the property. And further drilling down, like psychographics and behavior could be the other aspect we can look at it to identify our audience. So in 99 acres, for example, we have two types of properties. So in resale, like when you have to buy a property, you don't have to target people who are very young, that are like the teenagers, because they won't be able to buy that property. But if we look at the rentals, we can look at the people who are at very young age, for like 18 and above, 20s. We can look at that. And how we gonna have to analyze them? Like we have to look at the competitions, we have to see the market trends, like what is the competition is doing. If we are doing something, for example, like we are having metas updation, like what is the let me tell you what metas is the meta titles and meta description that of a page, that what is the title, and in a short brief which is given to the user, like what is a page all about. Like if uh, if we go to the 99acres.com, we can see, if we look at it, we can hover it. It's not visible. It's not visible right now. So basically, we can see the what title from, if we hover over here. Right now, it's the property in Noida, real estate in Noida, is the title of the meta title of the page. And if we look at here, it is the H1 of the page, which is the heading. So heading would give a user a better idea what the page is all about. So it is about the new launch property in Noida that is for sale. So which gives the idea like what is the page all about. And if we look at it, this is the tuples, and this is under header 2. So page is bifurcated into multiple tags. This is H1, this is H2, and page can, we can go up to H1 to H6. And the relevancy of the header tags would be H1 would be the highest and H6 would be the lowest. In the lowest, it doesn't mean that it is irrelevant to the page, but the priority of that heading would be lower as compared to the H1. Okay, so that is very generic and for the header. So how we see the keyword research? Keyword research is one of the most important tasks. If we are in SEO, we get to know like what type of keywords are users searching to reach to us, and to help to make it easier, we can help it by, for example, we have to see flats in Noida. If we search it, we can take example from here. Like people also search for like 2 BHK flats in Noida, price low, rental flats in Noida. So we can see how people are searching like this. We can take an example, and so that we can implement to that our keyword universe. This is for a single prop type. We are offering like multiple prop types, for example, flats, properties, studio apartments. So that would be the small property type that would make a whole keyword universe. And the keyword should be more relevant so that user can relate. If I write something like sale flat Noida, which doesn't make any sense, so that I won't be able to connect to the user, because I am not able to tell any specific thing, or like specific, I'm not specify what is this. It's like jumble word. So we have to use it in proper English, like flats in Noida. We can use one type of keyword, buy flats in Noida. We have to make sure the keyword is very easy. That should not be in a complex way, or like, so that it would be easier for us to rank at the first place only, because most of the time people are searching in the very easy form. Like people will not be saying, I want to buy a flat in Noida, like give me the best place in Noida. So we have to make sure like the keywords are very relevant. There are two type of keywords, and that are short tail and long tail. Generally, the short tail keywords are used for our search engine result pages, that are known as SRP pages, and they are mostly on the basis of transactional pages. So there are many type of pages that are transactional and informational. And in informational, as you can hear, you can assume that only information will be given on that page only. And in transactional, there must be some transaction going on, so that we can see the result page, or like there's a thank you page which results in the if we are in a e-commerce website, that would be order successful. So that would be a transactional page where there is some kind of transaction is going on. So moving forward, we can see tools. Which tools can be used as and techniques in SEO? So Google Keyword Planner is a very good tool to look at the keywords. For example, this we can see these people also search for, and in Keyword Planner tool we can clearly see what type of examples Google is giving us to see the multiple variants of the keyword. So that would be easier, like people also search for. And in the long tail, keyword is generally happening when people seeks information. That would be informational pages. And how we gonna keyword competition keyword analysis? First, we have to see what are ranks at it, and to fetch the ranks we use a tool that is known as rank watch. Now what rank watch is? Rank watch is a tool in which we upload our keywords, and it will fetch the ranks of that keyword. For example, let me tell you what rank is. If we the our keyword is buy flats in Noida, the rank of the magic bricks is the first, and no broker is at second, 99 acre is third. So if we having a keyword set of 30 to 40,000, so it would be difficult for us to fetch the rank of our website and of the competition, would be very difficult. So we use a tool that is known as rank watch to fetch our ranks as well as the competition ranks, to make our rank analysis or the competition analysis even easier, so that we can find out the gaps and opportunities for the same. User intent, as I have told you earlier, that there are two type of pages. Navigational is nothing but the informational only. So two type of pages, informational and transactional, we have already covered it. Okay, so if we have to promote our content, we will be using our blogs, guide, videos, and infographics to increase our reach, because there is no conversation, no conversion will be going on. So we will be writing our blogs, videos to gain the traffic organically. Technical aspects, optimization. The website structure should be very clean. If we go to our website, we can see the XID page. The structure is very clean. We can see this is the heading, this is the subheading, this is the filters, and we have added the filters even further. So like people, user is very easy to navigate. He or she can navigate very easily. So it should be very easy to navigate. If user is not able to navigate, there would be no benefit of doing anything. If your website is not good, it is not user optimized, so user will bounce back. So there would be no benefit of doing the SEO. First, we have to make our website very navigational or like user friendly. The key metric to track is the organic traffic ranking. We can track our ranks, or like we can track our traffic via GA4, that is Google Analytics 4. We can set the tags into the code of the website so that we can see the traffic that is on the Google Analytics. And the bounce rate and the time on site should be very minimal so that people will be staying at the website and he or she would be leaving any response. Because if a user came to a website and he doesn't see any beneficial information, so he will bounce back, obviously, because the information which we were trying to give to the user was not up to his mark. Like he didn't get the information. If a user is searching for flats in Noida and I am and mm, making my page very optimized to the property, so there would be no benefit of a user going to the multiple properties and be searching like where is a flat, where is a flat, where is a flat. I have to look at it. So he will be using multiple filters to get out the flats prop type. So other way to look at the traffic or like tool to analyze is GSC, that is Google Search Console, where we can see how our clicks, how our impression, how in on which query a user is landing, and how the impression of the website is, on which keyword the user is landing or like user is giving impression at the most, and who which keyword is clickable the most, so that we can alter or like improvise the keyword of that website could be better. And to continuous improve, how we can continuously improve our website, like let me tell you an example. Recently I have made meta titles H1 pan India specifically. For example, if it's a flats page, for example, the page is flats in Noida, that is in Delhi NCR. So people in North India tend to search flats in Noida. But if we look at the city Bangalore, people don't use flats in Bangalore. People tend to use apartments in Bangalore. So we can see there is a twist in keyword. If we implement flats in Bangalore, so people are not searching for it, so there would be no benefit of me doing the stuffing the keyword flats in Bangalore in the metas in the H1. So we implemented it. If we look at it like flats in Bangalore, here we can see we are using apartments in Bangalore because the search volume of the apartments in Bangalore is much better than the flats in Bangalore. And what search volume is? Search volume is basically the Google searches which a user is doing in a month. And how we can fetch it? We can fetch it via Google Keyword Planner only. Uh, I'm not able to, won't be able to show that. Okay. And to implement it, we first implemented the apartments in Bangalore in A/B testing. For example, 50% of the user would be seeing apartments in Bangalore and 50% of the user were seeing flats in Bangalore. And then we fetched out, we looked at it, how users are dropping the insights, or like which user is dropping an impression, like either our ranks are better at the flats in Bangalore or like apartments in Bangalore. Then we compared it, like which one would be better for the Bangalore city. So we get to know that apartment in Bangalore would be beneficial for us. So then we implement it on the site wide. And in SEO, what Google do is Google will give you the core update every third month or every fourth month. So we have to study the algorithms regularly. It's not that Google has dropped an algorithm and it is continuously be following. We have to read it thoroughly. We have to read it fortnightly so that we are keeping us updated and keeping our website updated. Otherwise, there would be no benefit. For example, if we look at one, okay, see, here we can see the intent is, we can't say anything but intent is, because it is not written for sale or either for rent. So Google automatically is putting it in a rent intent. So we have to go through the Google forums and to look at it, like what kind of Google algorithm is going on, to look at the uh, what intent is in this keyword, specific keyword. For example, but if we write at like flats in Noida, it will automatically change it to the resale intent. We can see that all the pages would be for sale, for sale, for sale. So we have to look at the algorithm, which kind of algo is used on which specific keyword. And to analyze it, like after implementing all these steps, we have to keep a check, like how we gonna see, how we see, if how we gonna see the impact whatever we have done, like if we have updated the meta titles, if we have done the header changes, if we have done the interlinking. So how are we gonna see what is the impact? So we are going to make a dashboard which consists of a keyword set of your keyword universe which you have created earlier, and the ranks are placed there of your website and your competition. Is the only way we can see. It's not only the way, there are multiple aspects, but it is one of the best way to see where we are at right now. And to find out the ranks, we use the best use is the weighted average ranks formula, and that is search volume of a keyword into ranks. Let me, that would be if weighted average. For example, a keyword it is flats and Noida, and its search volume is 1,000. Another keyword is apartments in Noida, and its search volume is 100. It should be done in Excel only. That would be benefit for us. For example, the keyword here are flats in Noida, apartments in Noida.
So I'm just asking in between, do you have any questions you would like to put up? You can type it here so that I can tell Kunal to address to your questions. Till now, do anyone has any question?
Is there any question?
I think you can proceed for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here are two keywords, and obviously the keyword set would be much higher. How we calculate ranks, weighted average rank. Here the formula is, how we calculate is And it's the best way to calculate the ranks, because if we use the weighted average ranks, the weight of the ranks would be equal. So here, how we do is rank of the keyword multiplied by search volume. SV is the search volume. Now it is divided by sum of the search volume. So here it would be, I call it SVR, search volume into ranks. Here the search volume would be multiplied by the rank. So here the weight of the rank is one of the most skill that we'll be having in SEO is Excel, because most of my work is done in the Excel only. So you have to be very good at it. Otherwise, you will not be able to analyze. You will not be able to look at the data. The most important part is the data only, because you have to analyze your website as well as your competition as well. And to look at it, the Excel is the best way to look at it. Now here is the SVR of 99 acres, no broker MB. So how are we gonna find out the weight of the ranks? Now here, what we do is equal to sum of the search volume into ranks divided by, to do it here, equals to sum of the search volume into ranks divided by sum of the sum of the. Here we can see our weighted average ranks is 1.33 for flats in Noida. Fix it, fix the search volume so that we can see. So here we can see our flats in Noida, who has a search volume of 1000, and we are ranking at first position. Our weighted average ranks is 1.33, and our competition is, which is Magic Bricks, is at 2, and our no broker is at 2.6. This is the only the game glimpse how we calculate the weighted average ranks to identify like where we are at right now, at which position we are at, like whether we have to work around at which city or like which locality. For example, what I have done right now is in SEO, let me tell you one thing, that it's about like identifying the place where you have to hit the hammer. If I am identifying a place or a locality in which I have looked at it and I saw, for example, here we can see if our flats in Noida rank is at 10th position. So I can get to know we can have to do something in Noida. Something is going on in Noida and I have to do something at it. And to identify it, I have to make sure to make a data in such a certain way to identify the outlier in within seconds. So I have to map it in. I'll be doing the tagging for like it's in the city Noida, but it's crop type flats. So
Okay, Kunal, sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
One attendee has this question that how can they use SEO for boosting their videos?
for boosting there.
Videos.
In videos, you can use the platform YouTube. Okay, and video, if for example you have a real estate business, right? and you should be having a YouTube channel to gain the traffic organically, and you have to be on the every social media platform to reach and to gain a certain value. For example, how we do is, if we are in it, YouTube, 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 flats in Delhi. Now, what people here done is like they have made the videos. They haven't done anything like they must not be playing any ads or running any ads. So what they have done is to create videos. Okay, and they are using 4 bedroom apartment आज दिखा रहा हूँ बेचने के लिए. Did you look at it? Like people are using regional languages, because as I'm sitting in Delhi, most of the people are using our native language is Hindi. So people what generally do is they target a specific location to hit the hammer at the right place. They know the people are using Hindi language, and they know they must feel very relatable if we use Hindi, and if we use native language. For example, if I'm in Tamil Nadu, I'll be creating a video in their native language to relate even further. If I'll be using Hindi and uploading a video in Tamil Nadu, that won't make a big impact. So these kind of tips, like you have to make sure whenever you are posting a video to grow your videos organically. Is that clear? Like any?
I think I will be addressing to the next question.
Okay.
Yeah, so the user asked that how can I make a SEO strategy?
How you can make a SEO strategy? First of all, you have to look at it. What kind of website you have? For example, if you're on an e-commerce website, you have to make sure, is your product good enough? Will user buy our product? So that to make sure, you have to research on it. So you will be looking into the competition. So the strategy to improvise your website is to research your product first, and then look at how you have to make the product relate to the user, how the user want the product. You have to represent it in such a way so that user would feel like, yes, this is the product which I want. And by SEO, you can put it in the page, your website page, in the metas, in the H1, and in the interlinking. And what interlinking is, let me show you. There's the infinite scrolling on 99 meters. This is known as the interlinking. Wait a second. Okay, just scroll down. This is the interlinking. So now you get to know the product, and now you will see the competition, how competition is doing for the same product. For example, my product is flats. So I'm gonna go to the competition's website to look at it, how competition is doing at it, like how it is doing. If we look at it, what we found out earlier, if we look at the prop type flats for in Delhi. Flats in Delhi. Now, what Magic Bricks is doing? See, it is adding builder floor apartment, which is a different type of property type in real estate. So you have to look to the competition, like what the competition is doing. He or she must be having benefit. That is why it is ranking at the first position, right? And once you have studied the product, you have done the research, the next part would be the gap analysis, the gaps which you have found in the analysis process. You have seen the builder floor, the Majabris has added, or like he also added the studio apartment and multi-story apartment. So you're gonna like, if the competition is doing, we can do it, like we can have the A/B testing so that we can find out whether it would be a great approach or not. After gap analysis, you will implement the gaps. You will fill the gaps by implementing, or like, to whether, and it's up to you. It's your call whenever you have to copy your competition, like improvise your competition. It's your call whether you have to show the house also. But if we look at in Chennai, everyone says house. Like for flat, they also say house in Chennai, or like house in their locality. So what we have implemented there was to show the listings of flats as well as house on the flats SRP page. Whenever it's the SRP of Bangalore, if we look at it, Chennai, it's in the testing mode right now. So here, after a few days, it would see the independent house slash villa tag would be automatically on if we are on the flats in Chennai page. So we looked at our product, we looked at the competition, we further analyzed it, and then we have filled the gaps. And now it's time for the analysis of the work which you have done earlier. That would be known as the tracking of the keyword, and that is your report analytics. So you will be making multiple keywords, and then you will be pasting your search volume, your ranks, and you will be then identifying what is the impact but which you have done. I hope that could help you out.
Yeah, yeah, it was very helpful. I will be putting on with the next question as we are short of time. So one attendee is asking the technical aspects of SEO, more specifically about on-page and off-page SEO.
See, in 99 acres, the technical SEO, which I have told you earlier, that technical SEO is basically your interlinking, your H1, your metas are nothing but the on-page SEO, and that are technical aspects. And in technical aspects, if we see select element. See, here we can see the flats in Chennai for sale in the H1 tag. So there must not be any class in between the H1 tag. There must not be any blank spaces. Okay. And the other technical aspect is the URL. Since I have redirected from the page, So it is containing more of the special characters and like pre-leads and all. The URL of a website or a web page should be very in a systematic way, and that is if your page is all about like flats in Chennai, yeah, for flats for sale in Chennai, it should be under the domain name, and it should be like flats for sale in Chennai. If we look at before the copy it and paste it in Excel, your page should be like property in, sorry for the mistake. This is our page. It like it should be understanding. Like people can see, or like you bot can see, like it is totally saying like it is a URL of saying property in Chennai. The other aspect of on-page SEO, the technique is to look at the GSC and how GSC can be implemented very in a better way is Google Data Studio. Google Data Studio is such a good tool which can integrate your Google Analytics, your Google Search Console, and it can even blend it to it. And you can see your on-page elements also. And the most important on-page SEO element is your interlinking, which has the most weightage of a page because it is us saying the flats in Chennai between 50 to 50, 75 lakhs has much weight than the other pages. So we are telling Google that it's the page which is having much weight than the other pages. So we have multiple widgets over here. This a single table is known as the widget. We have multiple widgets and we have told Google that this is a these all the pages are much better in weight. And how we decided it? We have decided over the search volume, over the product analysis. Like flats in Poonam Male must be having a very good search volume, and we have put it over here, and it must be having greater amount of properties. So we have improvised it even further. How other elements that can be improvised on SEO is like putting an FAQ section over there so that we can have even further interlinking, and we can see we can help user to even having a query. For example, a user want to search that a flat for sale in Chennai between 40 lakhs and 50 lakhs. So we have interlinked here. If you look at it, if you look at over here, yes, there are 1,343 flats for sale in. So we have interlinked here, and the interlinking is for flats for sale between, and we have done it here intentionally because the search volume of flats for sale between 40 lakh to 50 lakh in Chennai is better, and to improvise this page. So these are the few elements or like few techniques that could be done on the on-page SEO.
So we have one more question. Uh, so this attendee asked that what can I do if my website traffic is down after October 2023 update?
Our 99 acres traffic also went down after the update, and we have done multiple testing, multiple A and B testing. See, you have to improvise. You have to look over the competition and look where are you lacking. Like you have to create a report. You have to look at which place you have to hit the hammer. For example, let me tell you one thing. No Broker was very good at rentals if we look at it at previous September, in September 2023. But now it is even growing in the resale part also. So what we have done is to look at the competition. If your competition is like jewelry or like some other clothing brand or like any real estate or any business you are doing, you have to look at the competition, like whether after that update has the competition any has done any in the updates in the H1 updates in the interlinking, is there any logic changed in no broker what and Magicbricks are doing in the interlinking part. In the interlinking part they are showing the SRPs which are having zero listings. So that was the insight for me, that they are also to increase the interlinking, the number of links, they are using the those localities and those properties also where they have no listings. So until and unless you are doing any competition research, you won't be able to find anything. Abhilasha, is there any other question?
No, I guess not. There is no other questions. Still, if someone has any queries or questions, you can type it here. I am also launching a ending feedback poll for you all so that you can fill it out. Also, at the same time, if any one of you has any queries or any questions regarding the same, you can put that up to Kunal.
And if anyone is having any doubt, Abhilasha, please give my LinkedIn account so that it would be easier. I'm very open to questions and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
you can
happy.
drop your account here in the chat itself.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, yeah, just drop your account. Please take 1 minute to just fill out this poll so that we can, from the next time, we can know what were your interests, how did you like the webinar, anything you want to change.
URL is not able to fetch the URL. Okay, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
No copy option. Got it.
yeah, please everyone, fill the poll. Once again, I have to end it also. So please take just 1 minute time to, yeah. Are there any other questions? All right.
They're not having. Having the list data on the page, using charts and infographics. See, let me tell you, it doesn't always helps. If you look at it, Magic Bricks, it is you even using content under H1, and it is even using the. Let me show you. If you look at it, it is even using this much of content under the H1 only. Okay, and it is even serving to the Google also. Like there are two type of content on the pages. One is shown to the user, and which is shown to the Google also. And the second thing is it is also showing this much of content, like best places to buy a flat in Bangalore, in the bottom of the page also, and that is also crawlable. And what crawlable is, uh, that content which is visible to Google also. And how we can see the crawlability of a page? By writing CACHE cache and colon, then hit enter. and its caching is not done, so the page is not. Let me tell you. Let me see any other page. Not also visible. Page is not cached. There must be some problem having the caching. So it doesn't always work like that. If you are using less content, so that won't allow you to. That is not giving a green flag that you will be rank even better. But if you are giving a user a useful information, a helpful information where user is not bouncing and people are retaining on your page, that might help. If you're using relevant interlinking, you are using an optimum H1 page, and like you are using good metas, so that would help. And see, there are 3 to 5 things to do in SEO on the on page only. In 99 acres, we generally don't do the offline off page SEO. We only believe in the on page SEO is the thing which are better, because in the previous update, Google has penalized many brands for the off page. See, and all these are crawlable to the Google, and it is also visible to the user. This much of content. It doesn't mean that you have to show less data to rank further. You can show the useful information. All these information are useful. It is not irrelevant, because it's a page of flats, and further down you have written best place to buy a flat in Bangalore, like which is useful for your user. As you have seen, like it has even show Magicris has shown the chart, has also shown a chart. I guess that's all, Abhilash. I think questions has been asked by all the users. Shall we sum up?
Yeah, I think so. We have finally approached towards the end of the session, and it was a great session led by you, Kunal. And I hope this